to create 128 bit IPv6 link local address. So now I show the IPv6 interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 to see the specific information. Only gigabit Ethernet 0/0. So now you can see the gigabit Ethernet 0/0 is up and line protocol is up and IPv6 is enabled and link local address is like this, and global unicast address is enabled. The IP address for the interface, IPv6 address for the interface is this term, and subnet mask is 64 bit, and joint group address so after the configuration, to get the link local address to match the unicast address on the interface. Again, to get the link local address to match the unicast address on the interface, manually enter the link local address on each of the Ethernet interface on or board. So now let's start to do this together by go to config terminal, global configuration mode, and enter to gigabit Ethernet 0/0 and type IPv6 address, and I set link local address to FE 80 ::1, and the end of the statement is link local address. To set this IPv6 address as link local address, and exit from interface and go into gigabit Ethernet 0/1 and type I set the same link local address, and exit from interface configuration, and I show again IPv6 interface brief. So you see the link local address is changed now on these two interfaces, gigabit Ethernet 0/0 and gigabit Ethernet 0/1, and you can see specific information on interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1 too. So you see the link local address. Link local address is set to FE 80 ::1. So after we configure link local IP address, each router interface belong to separate network. Packet with a link local address never leave local network. Therefore, you can use the same link local address on both interface. Yeah, sure. Again, packet with a link local address never leave the local network, because you can use the same link local address on both interface. It's not complicated address. As you can hear, the router interface belong to separate network. Within the link local address, the packet with the link local address never leave local network. Therefore, you can use the same link local address on both interface. So now we configure the IPv6 routing on R1. Oh, sorry, the IPv6 routing unicast we have already enabled. So just like the command ISO running config, you see IPv6 unicast routing enabled. So we have enabled it already. And interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 with the IP address and link local address. So now R1 is part of router multicast group, and I want to check the PC. I want to check the PC IP address. No. The PC is not already assigned the IP address. So now let's start with the next step. Now I will assign IPv6 address to the management interface on S1. Assign the IPv6 address list in the address in the labels to the management interface VLAN1 on S1, and also assign link local address for the interface. IPv6 command syntax is the same as on the router. Okay, let's check together. Cisco class config terminal interface VLAN1 IPv6 no IPv6 unrecognized because the switch did not recognize the command IPv6 address. So now forget to do configuration on S1, but now let's start to assign the IP address to the PCA and PCB together. PCA 64-bit link local address is correct. and gateway remember gateway the gateway address of the PC is the IP address of router interface. So as you can see, the gateway address of PC B is the IP address of the router interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0 address. And link local address is the IP address for unicast forwarding in the local link address only, but it cannot forward the packet to outside address. So after we assign the static IPv6 address to the PC, so now let's check let's use the ipconfig command from the command line on PC A and PC B to verify IPv6 address information, and then we will verify end-to-end connectivity by using the ping command. So first step is check the IPv6 address information by type IP config. So sorry for this instruction because in Cisco packet tracer it's not support with the IPv6 information. So just check by ipconfig and check again. This is the IP address and gateway address. So now let ping from PCA. Let ping the link local address. Let ping the link local address. This IP address. Let's start to ping by typing ping to test the connectivity. You see the connectivity is reachable. It means the connection is established. And then ping to the gateway address DB8 ACAD1. So ping from PC to the router interface gigabit Ethernet 0/1 is reachable. And then I want to go outside to the another router IP address is Ethernet gigabit 0/0, and then ping. The connection is established already, and then I want to trace that to the client of the another network. So the threshold is so that when we pass the gateway of the IP address of in the router interface gigabit Ethernet circle sub 1, it will pass through direct to the in device in the another network. So the connection between end device is established already. So in this my video tutorial is already complete. So you can practice yourself by using the Cisco Packet Tracer Simulator application in your computer. So thank you for watching my video.